the skyscrapers of Midtown Manhattan from high above the East River here in New York City. On the road looking for a win against an Eastern Conference rival. The Chicago Bulls are ready for this thing to get started. And nothing tips off a broadcast like...
Well, guys, Kristaps Porzingis.
And Porzingis, a good 3 inches taller than Dirk. He's a very unique talent for sure. You can see it all over the league. Injuries, Brent, beginning to affect some teams, but it's hard to pay your stars and maintain a deep bench all under the salary cap. It's a very difficult dance to do.
This is why sitting next to you as a broadcaster is a really less stressful thing to do, rather than be a general manager in the league.
Yeah.
So hard to make.
But you could be a general manager in this league.
Maybe at some point, Kevin, but right now I'm enjoying this seat with you. And I'm wondering how it is that some of these teams can get creative with cap analytics guys and their strategy, how much they want to press forward given some of the restrictions of what you can do with your roster. But we know the more players you have that can step in and be ready, these deeper teams during the regular season usually pile up a few more wins than those that don't have that approach.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Dunn and Levine are the guard set. And down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. And it's Allen in at the 3, the small forward. We're about 1 minute into the first. Levine against Hardaway. Levine can't hit. And here are the Knicks. Here's Ntilikina. Four on the clock. Deep. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Levine. And here is Dunn. Really struggled in the loss against Cleveland. And it's blocked.
That's good footwork from the big man as Cantor aware defensively to get to that one.
In the corner, Hardaway with it. Doesn't go that time.
Not a lot of defense there. You can't afford to let guys shoot freely from the mid-range. You're not going to miss those all that often. And his versatility on offense is so spectacular. He always finds ways to help put points up on the board.
Good on the shot.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
For the New York Knicks, they won their last contest against Boston.
And I know the defense wasn't great, but yet and still, their ability to stay composed was impressive.
Well, it led to a big scoring effort, taking advantage of every weakness. So any possession the defense wasn't aggressive on, they were on the offensive end.
Working the in-between area, the kind of look that can get you into a rhythm early.
Yeah, scratching my head a little bit about how the defense is trying to play this. No one there really contesting the shot.
Good on the triple. Hardaway has got himself on the board with 3 there.
That's one of Tim Hardaway Jr.'s favorite shots. Not just the ones that go in, but from that spot on the floor.
Dunn passes to Allen. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Here's Knox. An 11-point game for him in the win against Boston. Passes it to Ntilikina. Knocked loose. Dunn kicks to Allen. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
Chicago shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
New York trailing. Left side Hardaway. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That is his first foul of the game. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Porzingis feeling it out a bit. Shot clock at 5. Over Carter. Cantor trying to free himself up. And there's another one for the Knicks.
It's a nice looking stroke from the mid-range. Porzingis, at his height, he knows it. He can get that shot off anytime he wants.
Now, here's Dunn. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Allen finds Levine. Lets it go. Dunn misses.
Looked a little bit forced. No reason for it either. The defense was not even in the frame.
Here's Knox, and the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Well, not a mismatch until you exploit it. That's exactly what he did there from the mid-range.
Levine dishes to Carter. Allen passes to Dunn. He kicks it to Levine, looking for Allen, and gets it there. He gets it in there. Allen's got 5 now.
Yeah, got to feel good about the way you started this one, guys, as he is making almost everything out there and giving his team a good, solid boost.
Porzingis passes to Canner. Hardaway for 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
You know, I don't like to use the word shock, but that was a shocking result for me. Nobody saw that one coming. To lose to that team was surprising enough, but to get blown out like that?
Yeah, that's a bit of a head scratcher there. That was a case where every single thing that could have gone wrong for them, oh, it showed up.
New York moving it around. New York needs to get off a shot. Knox misses. And so Levine will bring it up now for the Chicago Bulls. Kicks it to Dunn. Allen surveying the D. And there's Levine on the assist by Allen. Allen's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Hardaway finds Porzingis. Doesn't go that time. Good work defensively by Carter. The Bulls leading by 4. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively. And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Ball's knocked loose. Ntilikina kicks to Porzingis. Shot to stop the run. Out to Hardaway. To the inside. Porzingis can't hit.
Now, this just doesn't seem to be his night, or his team's for that matter either. They got to pull it together here quick, or it's going to be lights out.
Allen dishes to Markkanen with some arc, and he lays it up and in. And it's an 8-point Chicago lead.
And right now, the game plan seems to be working.
It looks like this team has finally gotten into the club and found its rhythm, trying their best to pull away.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. You love a good mid-range game. We don't see it that much, but I know you have a couple guys you think have a pretty strong mid-range game.
You know, Chris Paul still has dominated the mid-range. Kevin, it was interesting because him joining the Houston Rockets, who it's all about threes and layups. Daryl Morey, I think, recognized we need somebody that can come off the pick and roll and make those kind of plays happen, not only at the rim for Capella, but shoot it himself. So Chris Paul still dominates in the mid-range. Kawhi Leonard has shown some skills at the mid-range, even though last year, obviously, just 9 games. He's still a dangerous weapon. It'll be interesting to see if that's still part of his arsenal for this season. And then C.J. McCollum has been one of the best mid-range scorers in the league for the Portland Trail Blazers over the past couple of seasons.
And there's the pass to Trier. And again, unable to change momentum here. Chicago leading by 10. Allen with it. 35 points for him last game against Cleveland.
You could tell the defense was really nervous dribbling or passing the ball anywhere near him in that one. They took advantage of their indecisiveness continually throughout the night, racking up 3 steals.
And Mills kicks to Vonleh. Here's Dotson. He's coming off a 13-point game against Boston. Pass to McKinney. Low block shot on the way. Allen with the rebound. With the prospect of making a big lead even bigger.
And you got to jump at this chance. Stretch that lead out as much as possible.
And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That is his have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
What's up?
That free throw good from Hardaway.
And Tim Hardaway Jr. came into the league as an athlete and a shooter and a good player out in transition on the run. And he really improved his game under Mike Budenholzer in Atlanta. I think he really learned how to work more efficiently, and that helped him out. He's improved his game a little bit each year, and not too long ago signed a big free agent contract to stay in New York.
Inside, it's Porzingis and Cantor. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Ntilikina, and it's Knox in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for New York right now. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Cavaliers lit up the floor. He scored 35 points and also found a lot of open guys with a big assist total. It's rare to see any player put up numbers like that. It's likely a game he'll always remember. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. He lifted his game to an unreal level that night.
Yeah, he showed how dangerous he is when he's at his best. And, man, he'd love to keep that hot streak going here tonight.
Would you guys be surprised if he doesn't keep it going? I mean, the only way to follow up a game like that is with an even better one.
And thinking about Tim Hardaway Jr., it's interesting how different his game is from his dad's.
Yeah, Tim was more of a setup point guard, at least Tim Sr. with the killer crossover. And Jr. would much rather spot up or, again, play in transition and get you out in the open court. So he's not so much a facilitator as he is a scorer.
Inside, a beautiful reverse layup. Hardaway has got 6 in the quarter.
Now you could just tell in his gait and in the look on his face, he's in a great rhythm after a terrific first quarter. He is feeling it here in the second.
To the middle, here's Carter, and then Carter with the jam.
And you got to like the vision for marking it. I mean, a big man who knows how to find the open man.
Here's Ntilikina. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. On the wing, Hardaway. Clock at 6. Right wing. Here's Knox. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And here's Levine, who brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. They host the 76ers after this game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home.
Now he's torching the D right now, hitting a high percentage of all the shots he's let fly.
Pass to Knox. Out to the right wing. Ntilikina. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his first foul. The Bulls leading by 14. Passes it to Levine. Markkanen kicks to Carter. Allen passes to Levine. Back to Allen. Now Levine. 20 points for him last game against Cleveland.
Loved his passing tonight as well. He was just cutting the defense to pieces out there.
New York's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Here's Ntilikina. Dunn covering. Here's Ntilikina. 8 points his last outing over Carter. And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Ntilikina.
Obviously comfortable operating from the mid-range. It's great to see Ntilikina just being himself and playing his game.
Hardaway against Allen. In the corner, it's Levine. Over Hardaway. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
That was some very intimidating, aggressive defense that really helped alter that shot.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And here is Here's Allen. 7 points in the game to the paint. Yep, that one goes in there. Allen's got 9.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, on the defensive end, this is a joke. The lack of awareness is exactly why this team is so far behind.
New York calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Here's Ntilikina. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. The Bulls leading by 12. Allen kicks to Dunn. Ball's knocked loose. Back to Allen. And then Allen slams it in.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. And let's take a peek at the players contending for a spot in the dunk contest this year. Each and every one of these guys can do amazing things around the bucket.
And they will. I guarantee you that we're going to see things in this year's contest that we've never seen before. Those fellas have some tricks up their sleeve for sure.
Well, you look at Allen, and I'm sure he was hoping he'd be higher in the voting at this point, but the competition is so stiff this season.
It really is. I mean, there are dunk artists on just about every team in the league, and he's a heck of an athlete, but just hadn't separated himself from the rest of the competition.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
Kick out to Levine. Back to Allen. Back to Levine. Allen outside. The tray. Another three for Chicago.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Ntilikina passes to Canner. Hardaway against Dunn. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Porzingis. 5th in blocks and ranked among the top 10 in scoring. He can fill it up with the best of them.
And yeah, he's been a brutal shot blocker all season long. As you said, top 5 in the league. He's a dangerous force to face inside. And the Bulls making a change here. Blakeney's checked in. Knocked away. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Some of the great passing small forwards in the NBA on your screen right now. These are the assist leaders at that position in the past month. You look at Allen, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists.
He just sees the entire floor so well. And from the wing, it's that vision that enables him to penetrate and find the open man in a very crowded area.
Well, it's one thing not just to do it in the half court, but to see it in the open floor, recognizing your 4 other teammates running the wings. Those passing skills are special.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Outside, Porzingis. The pass to Knox. It's stolen by Allen. And the basket by Blakeney.
And that's what you want in transition, a high percentage opportunity.
The story is true, and here the defense does a very poor job of matching up.
Dotson kicks to Ntilikina. 1:11 left to play in the first half. 6 to shoot. Porzingis inside, defended by Carter. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Allen outside. Back to Levine, beyond the arc. The shot misses. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Here's Ntilikina. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Stolen by Levine. Dishes to Allen. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. 16 points for Allen.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Here's Ntilikina. Outside, Porzingis to stop the drought, and the layup is up and in. Porzingis has got 8.
I think the talk about Porzingis being soft on the inside might be a little misguided. Playing pretty hard right now.
And so it... And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Really an incredible game from AI.
Yeah, and through 2 quarters, he's been lights out. And you know he's going to look to add to those totals.
And defensively, hard to force him out of the rhythm at this point because he has a number of ways with which he can beat you.
Tipping off the second half, here's Fred Hoiberg's 5. And down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. Dunn and Levine are the guard set. And it's Allen in at the 3.
Just grown man work from Dunn inside. His incredible athleticism really helping get him these types of shots.
Hardaway with a wide open look. Drains the three-pointer. He's got 14.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, it's a bit of a lazy play right there. You're hoping that the guy misses the shot without really doing your job and challenging it.
And the shot goes in.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Ntilikina passes to Cantor. Hardaway against Levine. Over to the left wing. 6 on the shot clock. The shot's good from Ntilikina.
Not allowing the defense to bother him. When Ntilikina is near the rim, he's really good at keeping his composure.
The Bulls leading by 23. Dunn kicks to Carter. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Allen outside. Pass to Dunn. Launches it. It's rebounded by New York. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. And we talk so much about the offense Porzingis gives you, Brent. How about the defensive side of his game?
Well, I think he's learning a little bit more about position and space. He moves his feet decently well for his size, but he's getting a better understanding of the guys in this league that he's seeing on a nightly basis. And, of course, we'll always talk about trying to gain more and more strength. Yeah, 3 of 4 to start this half. Offensively, they've been great.
Unloads from 13. And there's another one for the Knicks.
Can't leave anyone uncovered around Ntilikina. He is so adept at exploiting situations like that.
Allen left side. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Ntilikina kicks to Porzingis. Here's Knox. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
Well, that's a patented move, I think, for Porzingis. Excellent with the catch and shoot.
Now here's Allen. He's guarded closely. The shot, no good. Nice D from Porzingis.
Well, the team is still up despite him struggling, so hopefully he'll find his rhythm.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Markkanen against Porzingis. Markkanen passes to Allen. Dunn outside. Back to Allen. And it's Allen slamming it down.
So good at picking his spots. He always knows exactly what the team needs from him offensively. That's why they hold the lead.
Knicks trail by 21. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Brent, do you think individual defense is getting easier to measure with player tracking and advanced stats?
I don't. I think it's impossible for you to find some legitimate measurement of how much a player is truly impacting the game defensively. I think there's great indicators of combinations of players that are on the floor at the same time, that are working collectively and doing something to shut down another team's best offensive unit. But individually, it's so hard to just put a number on what a guy is doing in terms of his total impact defensively.
So the eye test is not out of style.
I don't think so. I think we're getting better at the defensive metrics that are being used, Kevin, and I think that clearly we can see with some of the best wing defenders in the league, a Robertson, a Covington, that they're able to control their man, a Kawhi Leonard. They're able to impact the game defensively, but how are we quantifying that? We need to get better with it.
A shot by Trier, no good. The Bulls leading by 21. And the wide open shot from Evans. Again, Chicago.
You can see that Evans is looking to take the catch-and-shoot J anytime he gets one.
And Mills kicks to McKinney. Cantor finds Mills, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
All keyed right there from the lead pass, right on the money.
And so it's Moutier with it. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Allen outside. Marjanovic. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Marjanovic has got 4 points this quarter. The Knicks have gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. To the paint. 7-foot shot. And it's Porzingis hitting it to go. Porzingis has got 12 points in the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now here's Allen. Defense is right there. And Evans gets it to go on the assist by Allen. And it's 9 points for Tyreke Evans.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Parker against Porzingis. And there it is for him. He's got 14.
Defense right now looking for the off switch on Porzingis. It's not to be found.
Chicago leading by 21. Moutier pass to Allen. Back to Moutier. Nobody near Parker. Misses the three. New York's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Down low, here's McKinney over Allen. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
New York shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. 1:53 left in the 3rd quarter. Knox the pass to Dotson. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Now here's Allen. He's got 18. Outside, Levine. To the inside. Parker kicks to Allen. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Noah Vonleh. Bulls shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the Bulls making a change here. Carter's checked in. A difficult situation for New York. We've got 1:18 left here in the 3rd quarter. Hardaway against Markkanen. Pass to Knox. Shot clock at 6. Banked in off the glass. Knox has got 8.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
54 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Back to Allen. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Levine dishes to Allen. Can't hit from in close. Knicks trail by 20. Here's Knox. Basket counts. Knox has got 8 points in the quarter.
You know, you hear that A word all the time, aggressive, and sometimes just being that can turn your game around. He's been that in the second half, their go-to guy here.
On the wing, Levine. Carter right side. It's tipped. Here's Dotson, defended by Allen. to the middle. He kicks it to Markkanen. Allen with it. Back to Markkanen. Fires the three. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And money to end the quarter there with the triple.
It felt like he felt like time was winding down, saw the opening, nailed the shot.
And so it's Chicago. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Vonleh, Ntilikina out there with Hardaway, and it's Knox in at the 4 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Here's Hardaway, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Here's a chance now to check out the New York Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Indiana, going up against the Pacers. And then on Monday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And for that matchup with the 76ers, that's where you have got to bring your A game, especially when you know you're going to be fighting an uphill battle all night long.
A fearless shooter and a remarkable dunker, Tim Hardaway Jr. is such a valuable rotation guy that you just want to have consistent effort from. And I think he's reaching that level now.
Here's Allen, banked in off the glass. Allen's got 22.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
Well, tonight his pinpoint accuracy has been impressive.
Passes it to Hardaway. As the league's star power grows, we see more players taking on roles in entertainment, which is kind of interesting. Do you think that's a distraction at all?
Did you know that I was in a movie myself, Kevin?
Why do you think I'm bringing this up?
Oh,
you have
okay.
firsthand knowledge of this stuff. Your fingerprints are all over this question.
Yeah, not a distraction. I mean, come on, it's an opportunity for guys to go.
It was fun, right? You loved your experience, didn't you?
I did love my experience. I did a couple commercials when I was in Los Angeles. It's a lot of fun.
And you were good.
You're amazing, Kevin. Thank you.
They won, and they won awards.
Thank you. The things did win awards.
I know.
You're very kind. It's not a distraction, though. These guys are kids. They want to do things. They want to do things musically. They want to be on stage. They want to be in movies. They want to do TV shows.
Too, right? Helps the league and notoriety and everything else.
Why not?
Levine finds Allen. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Markkanen passes to Allen. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen. And New York making a change here. Cantor's checked in. Here's Ntilikina. The pass to Hardaway. And here's Vonleh. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
Because of that strength and length, Vonleh's shot is very difficult to get to, as the defender learns that time.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Dunn kicks to Allen. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. The league and players union, Brent, both have expressed supporting guys who express their views and social concerns. You like that?
Well, I think it's amazing the way the league has backed some of the avenues with which players have used their voices.
Embraced.
Well, extending well beyond just saying things, Kevin, because we know actions speak louder than words, and there are so many guys around our league that do important philanthropic work. But the fact that the league supports all of those things, the fact that you see Adam Silver show up at some of these events, or that there's press releases from the league office about some of the things guys are doing, there's amazing cohesion when it comes to the league and its players, because they understand that everything that they're doing has such a significant impact in the communities in which they live in, and around the game with which we all love.
Well said. Here's Knox, defended by Allen. Baseline jumper, but he recovers it. Moves back up, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. First free throw is good. Zinkas, he's checked in for New York. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Dunn. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Allen inside the three-point line. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 4 assists now tonight. Ntilikina passes to Cantor. Stolen by Levine. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Allen inside. The shot off that time. The Knicks go the other way with it. Hardaway for 3. Rebound collected by Levine. And here's Levine who brings it up for the Bulls. Markkanen kicks to Levine. Dunn outside. Now Allen. Back to Dunn. Inside. Carter. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
That's as good as it gets right there. Beautiful reverse layup in traffic.
To the wing right side. Carter against Porzingis. Over Carter, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Porzingis with a soft jump shot there. Nice touch.
Chicago leading by 23. And here is Allen. Now the dish to Markkanen. Kicks it to Dunn. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. 6 to shoot. Allen outside from beyond the arc. And the Bulls another 3.
Look, I checked the numbers, guys. We know he is great from out there. He made 1 in the first half. Now he has 1 so far in this half. Look out.
Nice shot by Porzingis.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Chicago's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Allen outside. For 3, Levine. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Ntilikina passes to Porzingis. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Markkanen inside the line. Knicks with the rebound. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. On the wing, Hardaway. Guarded by Levine. Ntilikina kicks to Porzingis. Here's Cantor. Carter with the block. Dunn passes to Allen. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Inside. And then Carter with the dunk.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Here's Ntilikina. Outside, Porzingis. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Markkanen. Porzingis with the steal. Here's Ntilikina. Hardaway for 3. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Porzingis comes with the double team. Markkanen dishes to Allen. And Allen slams it in.
He's been an absolute marksman the entire second half. Hard to imagine what anyone can do right now to slow him down.
Pass to Knox. Do you see a lot of player tampering right now in the NBA?
Well, how do you define it, Kevin?
Well, if a player wants to go out and recruit other players that may be under contract with another team.
I see that a lot then, Kevin. I mean, it happens all the time. Players talking about what are you thinking about doing and about, wow, don't you think this would be great if we could get together on the floor and 2021. Let's try to.
But management doing it is a completely different animal.
Management cannot do it. Although some teams have walked that tightrope a little bit to the point where they've fallen off in recent years. But the idea of players not ever talking to one another about the potential of being together.
Come on, right?
It's always happening.
Allen passes to Carter. Back to Allen. He kicks it to Dunn. Allen outside. Clock at 6. He dishes it to Markkanen. And then Allen slams it in.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Porzingis against Markkanen. Goes up at the stripe. Porzingis can't hit.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. It's going to be Markkanen shooting. It's on Porzingis. So New York ends up going with the new group.
And Markkanen is showing the aggressiveness you like to see in a guy with his skill set. Somebody who doesn't lack confidence when he shoots the ball.
McKinney passes to Garrett. And that time, also a missed shot. And so Allen will bring it up for Chicago. Pass to Marjanovic. To the inside. And stolen by Vonleh. Now here's Mills, defended by Moutier. Mills passes to McKinney, and he gets it to go.
Well, this is something he's working on. A good natural leader from the point guard position wants to help out by becoming a better facilitator.
Allen outside. Moutier finds Marjanovic. Doubled by Vonleh, and it's Noah Vonleh with the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Well, Brent, we're seeing the Hack-a-Shack targets improve their free throw shooting. Rules changes might curb the strategy, though, going forward.
Well, it's been nice to see that NBA players have worked on a weakness of theirs, free throw shooting in particular, to be better and be somebody who can stay on the floor to impact your team's winning. We saw that last year, Andre Drummond being a prime example. The other thing, Kevin, that we've seen too is coaches having to implement strategies, not just to do the hacking, but in terms of their substitutions and who's on the floor. So interesting thought processes from both ends, but mostly go shoot some free throws, guys.
Yeah, practice. It's good.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Bulls.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Allen.
Just a really solid effort on the offensive end. He was getting any shot that he wanted.
I'll tell you, when you're the visiting team, it can be hard to maintain focus, but not tonight.
Tonight they have stuck with what they do well, handling all the exterior pressure, and they're likely to come out on top here.
All alone. McKinney, no good. And so here is Chicago. It's Allen with the drive. Blakeney kicks to Allen.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
And that one falls for Allen. He hits both from the stripe. Now here's Mills, defended by Moutier. Now here's Mills. And so Chicago takes this one.